guys, it's Maria. So today we're going to talk about COVID and anxiety, namely anxiety with our little kids. You know, for an adult, it's a lot easier for them to tell us that they're nervous, that they're anxious, that they don't want to do something. They may not have the exact reasoning why, but they can feel it. For kids, they can't necessarily internalize that emotion enough to be able to say, oh, I'm feeling anxious. I don't want to do this. It makes me feel like blah, blah, blah. So we kind of have to read the signs for them and determine if there is an anxiety component to what they're feeling. For kids, usually we'll know if their anxiety is high because they're having a really hard time doing things that would normally be easy for them. So as their anxiety increases, their executive function skills decrease. So that can kind of give us a clue as to, oh, they might be feeling anxious about this. Going into a new school year right now, we have to remember that they're going into new situations with new people in a new setting with different kinds of peers. There's a whole bunch of things for them to be anxious and worried about. But that's kind of normal. Now we're going to add to that the fact that we've been in a pandemic for the last few years. Now they have to be worried not just about illnesses, but the fact that illnesses lead to death. So it used to be everybody has a cold, it's no big deal. Now when you have a cold, you have to go get COVID tested. Somebody might die because of that. They have their own personal anxieties added to the anxiety that's going on with the entire world at the same time, and any anxiety that their parents might have. On top of that, we have to worry about masks. Do we wear masks? Do we not wear masks? Who gets to wear a mask? Should I wear a mask? There's hand sanitizer issues. There's all kinds of different germ issues. Do we sit in a regular class? Do we have to sit lined up behind each other like we did last year? So remember all of these things that we've been changing. Us as parents, adults, teachers, the government, rules have been changing every day, every week, this last 2 years. We don't tell the kids this. We change it ourselves and they just have to run with it however it may be. So just keep in mind that all of these changes, all of these new things, all of this change in our own settings and the way that the world is happening around them is impacting these kids. They have no say in it and they have no control over it. So be aware if your kids are having a hard time. Be aware if they're having a hard time with school, with social settings, with leaving the house in general. And dig a little bit deeper in that and see if it's just a today kind of thing or if it's an actual ongoing issue that they need to work through. So remember, the numbers have gone up for depression and anxiety all over. Adults are able to go get help for this. Kids, not so much. They're not able to tell us that they're depressed or anxious or feeling nervous about something. Or if they are, they can't necessarily tell us the specifics of the why or how. So give kids a little grace. Understand that they're going through a lot right now, and most of it they don't understand. So know that there's going to be some anxiety components coming out of this whole COVID pandemic, and make sure to give them help if you feel like they are struggling emotionally. All right, well, that's my little blurb on COVID and anxiety. I hope it helped. I hope it kind of opened up a little bit of insight into things that you might be thinking about. If you have any questions, please let me know. Subscribe, like, share. And remember, I make videos depending on what you guys ask me about. So send me questions and comments and then I'll go from there. All right, bye.